Texas A&M is an absolute mess right now. And if you thought it couldn't get worse, it just got a whole lot worse. I don't think that any of us thought that after Texas A&M came off of having literally the greatest recruiting class of all time, that they would be standing at 3-6 coming off of a 5-game losing streak. And so it begs the question, what is going on with the Aggies? I want to hear from y'all. Be sure to comment down below. What are your guys' thoughts on the Texas A&M situation that they're in currently? I'm going to be breaking down exactly how bad that this situation is. Also, be sure to leave this video a like and hit that subscribe button if you just want to get more college football content. And if you don't like the Aggies, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button. Coming into this season, Texas A&M was on everybody's radar, seeing that they had literally the greatest recruiting class of all time. And there was a ton of hope and promise for the season, especially with bringing in 8 5-star recruits, which of those being wide receiver Chris Marshall, corner Denver Harris, quarterback Connor Weigman, defensive lineman Gabriel Brownlow-Dindy, D lineman LT Overton, wide receiver Evan Stewart, D lineman Shamar Stewart, and D lineman Walter Nolan. On top of all the talent that Texas A&M was bringing in from last year, Texas A&M looked to be one of the teams to beat in the SEC. However, it has been nothing but rough sailing from the jump for the Aggies. I mean, we should have all known it was going to be a rough season for the Aggies when they lost in their second game of the season to Appalachian State, 17-14. It wasn't even a shootout. But I don't think that any of us thought it was going to be as bad as it was, seeing that Texas A&M has now been on a 5-game losing streak, losing to Mississippi State 42-24, Alabama 24-20, South Carolina 30-24, Ole Miss 31-28, and Florida 41-24. And while yes, a majority of Texas A&M's losses have been extremely close doesn't get it done. It's either a win or a loss at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, Texas A&M is continuing to add losses, seeing that there has been a rumor that 6 of the 5-star recruits that Texas A&M brought in last year's class, so well over 70%, are looking to hit the transfer portal at the end of the season. And it's been nothing but rough sailing for the Aggies with this freshman class, seeing that in their 3rd game versus Miami, 4 of their freshmen got suspended for the game, and those 4 freshmen being Denver Harris, Evan Stewart, Chris Marshall, and Smoke Bowie. So I mean, things are looking bad for the Aggies. I mean, you guys are currently 3-6 on a 5-game losing streak. You're potentially going to be losing 6 5-star recruits to the transfer portal at the end of the year. On top of that, you also have the worst offense in the SEC and one of the worst defenses in the SEC. How much worse can it get? Oh, how about losing the #1 linebacker in the country and having him decommit from the Aggies? That is right, 5-star recruit and the #1 linebacker in the class of 2023, Anthony Hill, has decommitted from the Aggies since being committed to them since July. Here's what Anthony had to say regarding his decision to decommit from the Aggies. He says, "First, I would like to thank Texas A&M, Coach Santucci, and staff for recruiting and developing a personal relationship with me and my family. Thank you to the Texas A&M fans who have been a great support throughout my recruitment. After further difficult discussion with my family, I will be decommitting from Texas A&M and opening up my recruitment." Hey, no 5-star recruit wants to play on a losing team, especially when they have their pick of the litter. Honestly, I don't think that I've ever seen a team in college football crumble so quickly. From really what it looks like is that, now we're going to get a little bit speculative, but since all this NIL money came into be, it's not a coincidence that Texas A&M literally had the greatest recruiting class of all time. I'm not saying that other teams aren't doing it. All I'm saying is that Texas A&M is participating in it as well. What it really looks like is they gave a bunch of kids a bunch of money, and those kids are having fun, and they have no respect, and Jimbo Fisher can't control any of them. That's really what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of money got flooded into Texas A&M. Those kids are out there having fun, could care less about what Jimbo Fisher has to say. They're going out there, they're just suiting up, moving the ball here and there. You know, if they lose, they lose. They're 6 figures. All of them are 6 figures. It's good. Hey, how would you act if you were a 6-figure earner at 18, 19, 20? Your priorities would be a little bit mixed up. That's really what it looks like. It looks like Jimbo Fisher has not been able to control any of the personalities on Texas A&M's roster. I mean, their offense is pitiful. They've literally scored over 30 points once, and that was in their season opener versus Sam Houston State. You're supposed to beat Sam Houston State by more than 30. Or at least scored 30 points on them, and they scored 31 points. Since then, the closest that they've done is they've scored 28 points. that's simply not going to get it done. They literally have the worst points per game in the SEC. They can't stop anybody on the defensive side of the ball. They got no control. Players are getting suspended. Players are decommitting. There's talk of hit players in the transfer portal. I think that Jimbo Fisher has to be on the hot seat. He has to be done at Texas A&M. He has shown, since Jimbo Fisher has been at Texas A&M, he's only had 2 winning seasons in the SEC. One of those was the COVID season, so kind of chalk that up into the air. Jimbo Fisher has just shown that he is not the guy for the Aggies. I don't know what other way to put it. He's shown that he could put money and get recruits there, but he's shown that he can't develop them, he can't keep them there, and that he can't just control the team as a whole. So if all my Aggie fans, I need you to comment down below, what is going on with your guys' program? Because honestly, it just looks like the biggest dumpster fire that we've seen in college football history. So be sure to comment down below, leave this video a like, and hit that subscribe button so you just can keep up to date with the craziness that's going on with the Texas A&M Aggies. With all that being said, love and appreciate all y'all. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.